Welcome everyone to season 16, and this is race number 7. We are at Hungaroring. For some reason I cannot get my window capture to show the standings, so I have to just tell you that without actually looking at standings. So if it start with Platinum, Chris Bourne was the winner of last race. He has won all of the 6 races that he has raced except for one, but otherwise he is the big winner here. So 242 points for Chris Bourne in Platinum. Steve Young have climbed up to second place, 188 points, still trailing Chris quite a bit. Danny Durrance, he is P3, and he was 5th place last race. Let's look at the silver. So there we have Jolt Kish. So he has actually he was sick for 2 races, but otherwise he has won all the races that he has participated in, and he is in the lead 196. But breathing down his neck is Paul Garnham with 193, placed P2 last race. Brian Banks is P3. Solid result for him. He hasn't won any race. He has won second place, but otherwise he has been able to assemble 165 points to sit in P3. Good stuff. And bronze group, Malcolm Hutchin have won 4 out of the races that he has done so far, 4 out of the 6. So he has 226. Kevin Torrance, solid performance, 200 points, P2. And Antonio Ferreira, he is from Portugal, 197 points. So he's breathing down the neck of Kevin Torrance. So we'll see how that goes. Antonio Ferreira was P3 last race. What else is there to say? Yeah, this is then race number 7. And then we're going to have the season ending on next Saturday, and that's going to be the traditional Bathurst race. That's going to be very cool. And if you are watching this stream, please like and subscribe. Nikos Margaritis in the house. Nice to see you there. Nick Newcomb, Terry Trowbridge. Welcome everyone to the stream. So we are waiting for the cars to start to roll out for our qualifying. So there are 3 qualifying periods, 10 minutes for each group. And we want to get on track now and start to look at the cars rolling by. There's Kenny Schmidt out driving. So this is when I talk about our sponsors real quick here. Syndeo, technology brokers that are specialized in voice, contact center and cybersecurity solutions for business. So Syndeo advisors will help you select the best technology solution for your business. And then Sim3D, they do dashboard, fan shrouds, mounts, elastomer kits, anything and everything that you can want to have for your sim rig. So if you're in the business of what they are offering, please support them because they support eSeniors. All right, here we go. Let's. I have a little problems here because I don't see the leaderboard. Very weird. Something have happened here, and I know that Mike Maleski had some problems with this as well. And I do not know why this is. We might need to actually use this view from ACC. So let me finagle that a little bit. So how many cars do we have on track today? We have 30 cars, so not that many cars racing today. What's going on with that? And I'm just trying to get a little order here in my basic HUD. Okay, so I'm trying just to cycle so I get some times here. Little problems here, guys. I do not know what that is. OBS is not cooperating, and it did before. Very strange. So bear with me here. I need to restart my broadcast software. I don't think that should hurt anything. So bear with me, guys. Right, connecting. Okay, here we have the leaderboard. So let me clean this up. No, now the leaderboard disappeared. Huh, very strange. I know Mike Maleski had a similar problem. This is very bizarre. So, but I can still control. Okay, I can control that. But I can't get the times out. Good lord. Let me fix something here. Basic HUD help. Okay. Camera controls. Configure. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm trying to get the times up on the actual leaderboard, and I know there's a trick to cycle that, which I'm trying to do. Is it someone that knows actually how to cycle the ACC view there in I don't understand this at all. Something on the OBS side that doesn't pick up. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, sorry guys, this might be a little issue here. So let me Google a little bit while I try to fix this. Oh, this is so frustrating, guys. I'm sorry. I do not know what the deal is here. Just looking at trying to find information that I need. Yeah, no luck. Okay. Cycle camera F1. All right, so what I can do here during qualifying, unfortunately, is to show it like this. That's not satisfactory. Trying to get the time up on the leaderboard, but for my life, is it? Yeah, I'm trying to do F1. Yeah, but nothing happens when I do F1. And F2, that's when I get this guy here. But that doesn't help. But there is a key to, and I thought this was, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was F1 that used to work to get the times up on, you could cycle different views on the leaderboard. It's unbelievable. If I can find something on the internet. Yeah, super frustrating, guys. I don't know what to do. So irritating. Something very strange here. Guys. Yeah, the fan of Paolo has arrived. Sorry guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to really go through with this. We'll see. See if even my previews look right. Yes, it does. Yeah, so what I can do at this point is to look at the silvers right now, where leader looks running good here, 144.6. This is so not satisfactory, so it drives me crazy. But Ferreira has done a really good time there with his 145.5, so he's very much ahead of the next guy, Schmidt, there for the bronze, and then P3 Oliveira. So I'll keep this up a little bit. While I'm looking desperately to try and improve this situation. Even the basic will do. Looks like that. Yeah, sorry guys, we have to go through qualifying like this. Then during the race, I probably won't be able then to see the deltas even on the screen. I don't know how to change this situation. It is so frustrating. I hope the audio is okay on the game and with me. So we'll just let this run a little bit. And super strange. And again, I did F1. I did F2. F1 doesn't do anything. Normally, that is what you do in order to extend the... it could be that you don't... I mean, you should see something on during qualifier. Maybe you don't. I don't even remember how ACC normally looks like, but let's keep it like this. So leader is the leader now for silver, and Kish is P2. They're sitting in the pits now because right now that's all I can say. Yeah, he had the same problem, and him and I, we were looking at it yesterday. And everything looked perfect here in my here before the stream. I looked at it, I had all the assets up on screen, and it's super weird. All right, so here we go. So now we start to see some platinum drivers out on the track. Let's see if Chris Bourne can do yet one more win here. I'm a little bit nervous for this race actually because of it's Hungaroring, and it can get be a little tight here and there. So hopefully it's going to be a nice and clean. Chris Bourne have really I think he has this championship in the bag if he keeps on track, and really can just stay on this. So I think he has it in the bag. Whether he's gonna win this race, I do not know. We have Andrew Lloyd, one of our new drivers, driving with the US flag. Lamborghini, not too many people drive the Lamborghini. But it's really cool looking and it sounds really awesome. That's all I can say about the Lamborghini. I was driving a little bit in the beginning when I started to drive ACC just because I thought it looked really cool. Rogério Santos, Brazil. Rogério is currently P7 in the Platinum Championship. Showcasing that this is really a international championship, which I think is really cool. So if you're new to eSeniors, it's a group of, I think we're almost 350 members now, and we are having 2 championships a week, and I think next season we're gonna do a LMU championship. I think that would be fun. We've been racing it on Fridays. So to join eSeniors, you need to be 50 years and older, get age verified, and then you'll be able to race. And you can connect with us on Facebook and Discord and so on. Go to SimGrid. Actually, I can put up a link here where you can find the information about us. And we have new drivers join us all the time, which is really cool. Insert on keyboard. Yes! Nikos, what a savior you are. Okay, I can do a couple of different views. Okay, Nikos, I love you, man. Insert. You see, I haven't been broadcasting just on ACC for such a long time, so I completely forgot about everything. So Nikos is the viewer of the day today, so thank you for that, Nikos. I really appreciate that. That's exactly what I needed. And now we actually see, we just see the delta. You can't see the actual times in ACC. Yeah, thank you. I could swear it was F1, but I've been wrong many times. Here we have Steve Young, Sky194, prolific YouTuber that races with us, which is really cool. We love Steve, spicy driver. And Danny Durance, newer driver, getting through some traffic there. For some reason, I cannot pick up his livery. However, I haven't synced today, but I haven't seen that livery before anyway. So there's something possibly missing. We're looking back there at Terry Trowbridge. Terry Durance here have the fastest time right now. Durance placed P5 last race. Last race was Kilami, South Africa. His best result in this series is P2 at 2 occasions, the first race and the third race. Let's see what he can do today. His fight is with Steve Young ahead of him in the standings. But still there's 20, I think 18 points between them, or 22 points between them. So Chris Bourne is just behind him there, 1/10. Yeah, got it. Yeah, so in broadcast mode, that the insert key cycles what you see on the timing tower there. So we're all good. As we're looking at Danny Durance coming through here. Chris Bourne looks to be, yeah, there it is, fastest lap by Chris Bourne. How about that? Good run by him. Just gonna move things a little bit on the screen. Oh, that wasn't so easy. Oh, never mind. Let's do it like this. Alright, we'll do it like this. Try to make do with what we have. Mirshponov. P10 at the moment. See if we can improve. As we see there, Neil leader there in P7. So we have a lot of overlap right now between silver and platinum. This track, I don't think that's everyone's favorite. And also 31 cars we have right now, I just noticed. Also, this is, yeah, not such a common track to race, I think. It's time to think about next season, season 17. What kind of tracks do you want then? So we've been doing like a little, vote for different tracks. So we'll see. We'll see if we're probably gonna do that again. And then you can select your favorite tracks. So Paolo right now in the pits, but he sits in P3. Good stuff. Here's Stuart Packham, the BMW. P5 right now. That's quite a distance here between Durrance and Bourne. So Durrance reclaimed the P1. And then Bourne just 900s behind. We are just about to finish qualifying, just a few cars running. Santos is running. He is not on the improved time. Andrew Lloyd maybe a 10th, but that won't do anything for him. Correction, it did. P7 now for Andrew Lloyd. Good stuff for him. So there we go. Race is starting soon. So now it's time for the party break. And I'm gonna do a little run here to get some fluids. So I will be right back. Hey, Nikos. Yeah, that's what I did. I circled the leaderboard. So yes, so that's the setting I have now. That is what we need for the race, actually. The initial problem was that my some reason the assets from the broadcast software is not coming up on OBS, and that's weird. So we're gonna start rolling here in just a little bit. So let's put on the game stream. Yeah, Nikos, I have a lot of things to look at, so all right. So we have done endurance, Chris Bourne, Paulo Noah, and Packham in the first group here, first couple of rows. The leader is in silver is leader, so he's you see him on in P8 there, so he's the first, and that's a really good result for him. And let's look at silver. We're gonna do full lap here, so warm up. So Neil leader is currently in P6 in the silver, so that's a great result for him in qualifying. His best result is P2 in Silverstone, so great job by leader. And Ferreira, you see him there as the leader pole sitter for the bronze. And Antonio Ferreira, his best result is a P1 in Watkins Glen. So cars are warming up. So full formation lap, and we have one pit stop, 50-minute race, pit stop. Normally people start to pit halfway through. And I don't remember if this is a track where it's prone to give you some track violations. Maybe. I don't race this track very often. It's I mean, it's interesting track, very technical, difficult. So I think we're gonna see some great racing. So right now we have 31 cars on track. It's going to be crowded in the first turn. It's going to be very interesting to see how that comes out. We've had a couple of races where people have just banged into each other, really not keeping the distance, just kind of just running too hot in the start. I mean, we'll see what happens here. And as usual, stewards will look at all contacts during first lap only, and the rest of the laps will adjudicate it if there is a report. So here we go. About to start. There's the, oh, what a start Mr. Durrance got there. Born in P2, then it gets a little bit crowded behind him. We will see if there is going to be any contacts here in the beginning. Looks good there. Just try to go back. Little contact there between Sky, no big deal. Very nice start, looks like. I don't, yeah, there's a little contact maybe. I don't think anything big happened. A little contact there, a little shoving, pushing here and there. Not too bad, I think. Oh, maybe now. Now something happened here. Let's see. Here's the replay. Something happened. Maybe of a little magnitude here, because all of a sudden there was a lot of flags coming up here. Well, a little bounce, and there is someone goes sideways, and there we go. Okay, that's what happened. We can look at another one too here, and then we go back to the regular scheduled program. That's kind of the same thing. We're gonna see bounce. Yeah, unfortunate. But there we have it. Ollie is in the pits. Shannon was involved. So let's look here up front. Steve Young is chasing down Packham. So let's see, go down a little bit here to see where there's some action. Here's Nick Newcomb in his Ford. Pornoff ahead of him there. Pornoff is easy spot in the yellow and red and blue. Behind Newcomb is McClellan. So this little cluster here looks interesting. See someone going wide there, so there might be, as we're coming into the end of the session, maybe there's going to be some penalties. We don't know. Yeah, Joel, on the home turf, you're right. Hungary. We're coming up to this chicane. It's not the easy place really to really attract that, really easy to pass. A couple of spots. I mean, certainly the first, the long straight coming into almost like a hairpin, I would say. It's a good spot for overtaking. It's McClellan. Good battle going on here. Let's get into his cockpit. Chasing down Newcomb. Let's see if he can take advantage of a good exit out of this corner, which is a little tricky. See if goes a little bit wide there. That's Newcomb. And here's obviously the place where you can just go on the inside and try and make something happen. So Jolt have taken now the lead over leader. So let's look. I think someone left the race, possibly. Saw something that alerted me to that. So Joel has Trowbridge in front of him, not for position though, but he wants to be able to stay away from leader behind. There's leader. Trying to chase down Joel to try and improve his chances to advance a little bit in the championship. Otherwise there is Newcomb there, P3. Yeah, Nova, Paolo, P3 right now, and it's pretty spread out there. Joel is getting close now to Trowbridge, again not for position, but he really wants to get past Trowbridge to get him as a buffer there between leader and himself. See if he can do that. It's a good looking liver there. And leader is behind, looking to pounce. How are we doing on the bronze there? So we have Ferreira, sits pretty solid, not really threatened there by anyone else. Yeah, people cheering on Paolo, so let's give Paolo some screen time. Let's get into his cockpit. Actually, let's see, he has a little distance to Chris Bourne ahead there, a little bit more than 3 seconds. He's lapping about half a second slower than Chris Bourne. Need to pick up the pace here to keep everything in order here. Packham is behind Paolo. Packham is racing a little bit, about 3/10 slower than Paolo right now. So I think Paolo, if he can keep the pace, this will be a podium for him if there is no mistakes. I don't think he's going to be able to challenge Chris Bourne. I think that's going to be too much to ask. Here's Andre Lloyd up on Santos. Trowbridge behind him. Jolt is still behind Trowbridge, but he's very close. As we see, they're coming behind them. There is Jolt. Mishponov just passed Bruce Hopkins. There's Hopkins. Let's see, go down a little bit to see other cars. Let's go down to Aaron Shannon, that was involved in accidents in the beginning. And I think that is Ollie behind there. I think Ollie is lapped, if I'm... yeah, I think so. Fortunately. It's Rodriguez. Another guy from Portugal. Very cool livery there. Has a column behind. So Rodriguez P2 right now for bronze. Back to Jolt, competing on his home track, Hungary. That's trying to stay away from the leader behind and get past Trowbridge. The Trowbridge and Jolt is really very even when it comes to the lap times. Chris Bourne now have the fastest 1:43.2, fastest lap for Chris Bourne. Still a little bit more than 1 second behind, 1.3 right now behind Danny Durrance. Let's look at Andre Lloyd coming up on Santos. Get the cockpit view of him. And this corner I love. You come up here, it's basically blind. Now just throw yourself into the apex here. And here you can get the track warning and eventually a penalty if you go wide there on the right. Oh, he cut the corner there big time, Mr. Santos. That could be a warning for him. So pretty spread out right now, this race. Here's Shannon trying to pass Rodriguez. This is not for position. But Rodriguez had no obligation to move. But the strategy, which I normally employ, is that you don't want to be held up and stressed by a car behind you that has nothing to do with you. Then it's just better to let him go by and you can focus. You don't want the guy behind you by mistake punt you. And oh, Shanna got really close there. So if I was Rodriguez, I would just let it go. I think he does. Nicely done. I was smart. Now he can focus on his own race and try to get away of Oliveira, but he's further back. So. Oh yeah, Nikos. Yeah, Paulus' delivery is great. Paulus, it's pretty solid there. In P3. So yes, now it's pretty spread out. Robas just passed Ferreira, but that was not for position. He's looking at Savage. We haven't seen him for a while. He's behind Ferreira again. No, not for position. Hanim Friday. We haven't looked at him at all today. That's the other Lamborghini. Almost last, but he's soldiering on here. We have quite a few silver guys all the way here in the back. But again, it's a track that not everyone is familiar with. It's so spread out here, so I'm gonna get my broadcast producer here pick the views and the cars, and we just follow along. And Mike Mileski, Canada. Canada that won the hockey 4 Nations. I followed that. Unfortunately, Sweden really didn't show up for that. So a little bit disappointing there. Because Mike Mileski into turn 1. It's a difficult corner this too. You can go wide, and here comes Newcomb, not for position. As we see Friday stopping over there. Wonder what happened there. Wasn't up to it any longer, and looked like one driver have left. So this is the 7-Up livery of Mike Mileski. I think it's pretty cool. And Puanov just passed leader. Not for position. It's not updated on ACC. That's the bad thing with the ACC leaderboard. It's not updating in real time. Yes. Okay. No, Nikos. Actually, I forgot to do that. I have not synced his livery or deliveries today. Normally I have that in my to-do list, but I was a little bit messy today. Richard McKay, Coca-Cola no sugar, that's his team name, driving that Ferrari, throwing himself into turn 1. McKay is sandwiched between two bronze drivers. Here's that corner. It's just a scary corner. And then you come up, and you have to be really patient on the throttle. And here you come into this hairpin. Can be pretty liberal on the second turn there, but it looked like Rodriguez really cut that corner. As we're looking at Oliveira. Those green wheels. Behind Oliveira we see Newcomb. Silver driver. I think he was involved in... okay, well, let me see what happens then. No, it just... I mean, it cycles like this, so it doesn't update. It just gives you another... You see a little delta here between the cars. Which is... I don't like this view, it's weird. And then, so in broadcast mode, which I'm in, this is what the different presses on insert does. So, but I'm gonna investigate why the hell this happens. So I can't see my regular leaderboards and stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable. Very hard to understand. Because first when I open up, I restarted my broadcasting software, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. So yeah, it updates in every track exactly. So every what do you call sector, if you will, which is a little bit irritating. All right, Andrew Lloyd. Andrew Lloyd is pushing to reach Santos. And as we have Paolo fans watching, Paolo sits pretty there at P3, I'd say. So Paolo is in P9 in the championship. He has missed a lot of, he has 2 DNFs and missed the last race. So he has only raced 3 races. So otherwise I think he would be higher. He did the P6, P4 and P2. So a P3 for him today, I think that will be very welcome. Lloyd and Santos continues to battle it out. Yeah, Liliana, it's a very nice name then. Richard McKay. I'm gonna see position gains, just to have that as a talking point. So Brian gained 6 positions. The big loser, Nick Newcomb, Ollie Linnartner. Nick lost 13 positions, Ollie 16. So there's going to be stuff to look at for the stewards. Actually, I'm going to look at that and see how many incidents we have. Oh, we didn't have that many, but there was probably a lot. So we had 6 incidents in the first lap. Not too bad. A few of them were just kind of side door-to-door things, which is not really probably not going to be anything. But there was one bigger one there that a couple of cars got tangled in. So it's that's something that the stewards would look at. So Ferreira still leading the bronze. Good job by him. Antonio Ferreira. And he's P3 in the championship, so this will help him. Because Malcolm Hudson is not racing today, if I am not mistaken. So both Hudson and Torrance, which is fighting with him for the championship, none of them are racing, so this could very well be that he takes the lead. If I'm not, so let's see, Ferreira, if he wins, he gets 48 points, so he will take the lead in bronze. Ferreira will. So that will be nice for him. So Jolt has now pawn off between him and leader, which is probably feeling good for him. So we look at Jolt coming down. So now we're coming into a window here where we probably see some pit stops here soon. Jolt is getting close to Trowbridge. Here's Andre Lloyd on Santos. Could be a battle here soon. See if they can do something on the straight. As we're coming into the last sector. It's a little unusual that the track has allowed really this, the cars to spread out the way they have. Very few battles. But it'll be interesting soon. We're gonna see some pit stops, see how that's gonna change things around. Probably another 2-3 minutes we're gonna start to see people going into the pits. Looks like we have lost one driver at least. Yeah, more Portuguese drivers. That's very cool. And on Monday we have Bathurst for our sprint. So that will be the last race for our sprint. So don't miss that. We want to see. I'm gonna race on Monday. I kind of came in late in the championship, but it's just so I can tune up my rig, and then for season 17 I think I should be all in to do a full championship. I need to get back into pace again. I am not, and I'm also driving a new car. Oh, look at that, the endurance, and a whole host of cars coming in here. Chris Bourne is still out. Steve is in, Paulo Novar, Durrance. They are going in before Chris Bourne. Just about halfway here in the race. So Jolt is into the pit before leader. Keep an eye on that. Ferreira leading in the bronze, but he is very much safe there. I think he's far ahead of the other drivers in bronze. Looks like Dan Endurance had a good pit stop. Quite a few cars now in the pits. Very busy in the pits. Here's Anim. Normally Anim runs very long. Okay, here we go. Here comes Jolt and Trowbridge coming out. And the Lloyd still chasing down Santos. They have not gone into the pits yet. Chris Bourne is now in the pits. Chris Bourne still sits with the fastest time, 1:43.5. Looking a little bit at the pit stop times. No one has really had any big problems. Chris Bourne is out. Mark Maleski just behind. So yeah, Bourne is still in the lead after the pit stop. We see a couple of cars in front of him there that's going to be pitting here soon. But Chris is have done the pit stop and is running. Very much looks like this will be yet another win for Chris. I don't want to jinx it, but it sure looks like it. But stranger things have happened. I mean, if you get the penalty, then you're toast. So these two are still chasing. They are not pitting. It looks like they want to fight it out here before any pit stops. Could be harder and harder. And there we see stop and go Grouillot. We haven't looked at Grouillot at all. 22. Sorry, not 10. Oh, stop and go Shannon and Grouillot. Why don't we see? Okay, there is Grouillot. I haven't looked at him at all. Comes Paolo coming through. Looked like he was kind of lapping someone there too. So we're going to come into that territory now. So yeah, stop and goes have been so it could be that people don't really practice the pit entry, which can be difficult if you haven't driven this for very long or many times. So don't remember that during your practices. Practice pit entry. Jolt. So leader, where is leader? Has he gone in yet? Because he was chasing Jolt. McKay, stop and go. So a lot of people have been subject to Stop and goes. Car 55. All right, the leader is in the pit now, so he's the one that could possibly threaten Jolt. See where he comes out. Andre Lloyd and Santos, they haven't pitted yet. His Trowbridge, he has been pitting. Oh, he's having some troubles there on the steering. He has Jolt behind him, not for position, but we know Jolt want to pass him as soon as possible. We're gonna see if he's gonna be able to do that. So Chris Bourne passing Ollie, lapping him. So Derry Durance is now ahead of Bourne with quite a bit. Why would that be? That was so he's about 2 seconds. So this could be a fight now. Oh, Andre Lloyd is still chasing down Santos here. They have not been pitting. That's going to be interesting. How long are they going to be able to keep this up? They want to use this rubber, whatever is left. And Coulomb is now in the pits. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Lee. Oh, gosh. You're right. I'm sorry. I am punchy today. If you joined late, I had all sorts of problems with my broadcasting software. It's just pissing me off here. So I'm a little bit off. But I think we're going to be able to manage to the end here. And Rodriguez and Friday. Ponov behind Friday. Friday always runs very long. He's one of the guys. Yeah, I agree, Derek. I wonder why that he comes really close here. Ponov, as we talk about him. Oh, Friday goes really, really wide. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's an opportunity to Ponov. Again, you have to have a little decorum around the other classes. You don't want to fight someone which is from another class. That just doesn't make sense. So, all right, Lloyd is now in the pits. So someone comes out of the pits there. Friday is under pressure. Rodriguez at Trowbridge behind. Oh, there goes Trowbridge. And he passes Jolt. So we should keep an eye on Jolt here, and Rodriguez now in the pits. Friday is still out running, he's not in the pits. Just trying to scan here where the action is. It's very spread out, this race. Stop and go on Grouillot is still sitting there. He hasn't served. The only one I see that has served his penalty is car 55, which is Shannon. Sudden changes in HCC. No, Stefan. Enlighten us. Yes, Grouillot have not served his penalty. And Friday is still running long. So now he's holding up these guys. Look at this. This is interesting. This could be trouble. Here comes Trowbridge. Oh, nicely done by Friday there. He realizes. Lowered several of the... Aha, on the track. No, there hasn't been an update in forever, has it? I don't think that's correct. Stefan Buckley. Misinformation. Santos still running. Has not pitted yet. I wonder what the strategy is there. Unknown strategy. Yeah, Nikos, I love it too. I mean, you can barely touch the brake pedal. I don't mind though. I think that's fun. Oh, Jolt. Something happened with Jolt. Let's do a replay. Oh, he oversteered. He oversteered. But leader is still behind him. But technically Friday is ahead of him, but Friday hasn't pitted yet. So he's passing him easily. I'm not sure what you mean there, Stefan. The changes are in yellow? Look at Santos, he's still out there. Crazy. And Friday and Rodriguez is too. That is interesting. Oh, Terry Howard and Garnham. That is actually for position. This little battle here. That's quite a battle. Let's see if we can get in the cockpit. If we can pounce. Oh, looks a little bit on the inside. Garnham covers. Another battle. Newcomb have Caballero behind him. That is for position. So Rodriguez still out. But Ferreira, I'm sure he's gonna take the win. So after the race, we're gonna have the interview. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to catch up with some people. So we're looking at Ferreira, who is the in the lead for bronze, because Rodriguez has still have to pit. So Ferreira is now racing aerobas, not for position, so be careful here. Coming back to Howard, still chasing Garnham. This is for position, so this is a good one. As we have less than 10 minutes. Oh, he got unstable there. Howard have to pull back a little bit. That means that Banks is coming up on Howard as he climbing the hill, getting into this chicane. Coming through there safely. We're very close to each other. So a little battle behind the Banks, and then Hopkins is not for position. He's a platinum driver. Drive a little bit further back there. Chris Bourne on the timing table there is P3, but that is because we have Santos still driving and hasn't changed tires. Oh, he was reversing in the pit lane. Oh, he's still on track, I think. We'll see what happens. Oh, Howard runs very close now. It looks a little bit on the inside. This is a tricky corner too. Is he gonna be able to do something here? No. Clearly, that's also another place where you can get track violations. Here we have Trowbridge. He has Lloyd behind him. So Jolt is now, he looks like he's safe here, I'd say, from and as we jumping back to Garnham here, I was just talking about Jolt. Looks very comfortable there, has McClellan between him and leader. So there's several seconds in between there. This is now the closest battle, I think, on the whole track. So looking at how Garnham is finishing this lap with Howard behind him. Howard is moving around a little bit. That tries to stress him. This will be interesting to see how Garnham is keeping it together here. He's driving the Nissan. You don't see that often. Howard opened up that corner quite much more than Garnham. See if he gets a good run. Also we have Hopkins behind, not for position. Howard looks a little bit on the inside. Just waiting for a mistake to happen as we're coming into the 6th minute of the race. Here we're cutting to Andre Lloyd, who's chasing Trowbridge. This is for position. This is a fight for P8. And Santos is still out. Can you believe it? I wonder what his strategy is there. I'm not sure how his lap times are doing. It's about a second slower than his fastest lap. I'd say 1.3. If I talk about Santos here, that hasn't pitted yet. Andre Lloyd starting the next lap. And it's Garnham. We're on the wing for Garnham. See Howard behind. And then we have Hopkins behind Howard. That can cause a little trouble if Hopkins tries to do something. Hopkins is just in the sandwich there between two competing classes, so he's not really gaining anything by trying to push on Howard there. If I was him, I would just stay where I was. But he wants to stay close enough to be able to harvest if something happens. Here in the last couple of minutes. Oh, this is very, very close here, coming up towards the little chicane. See what happens here. Now they're staying with it here. Well, this is a development. Now Chris Bourne is ahead of Durrance. I'm not sure what that was, but I'm trying to see what would have happened. So how about that? Chris Bourne is now in the lead, so he has to have to tell. I mean, I was so engrossed in that, so in that battle there. So Bourne taking another win, looks like. And Jolt and Ferreira. Go back here to this battle. So sorry we didn't have that on the camera. So now Santos actually goes in. Oh, there is a contact. Oh wow, that was brutal. Let's see what happened there. Did I get that? Possibly not. There then. Oh, it goes up on the curb. And what happens now? Oh, it goes on the inside, Howard. Oh, ouch. All right, I think Stewart's gonna get a little report on that to maybe work on. We'll see. But in the meantime, it looks like Chris Bourne is the one that's gonna be taking the win here for Platinum. Surprising. I don't know what happened. I think probably Durrance did a mistake. Here comes blue flag on Jeremy. Let's see. Oh, Durrance have a drive-through. That's interesting. Okay. That is not the first time, I believe, that has happened. So, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Durrance goes into the pits right now to serve that penalty. Another penalty that was served was car number 4, Grouillot. He has served his penalty now. So let's follow Chris Bourne into the flag, checkered flag. So we congratulate him for this race. Strong showing as usual. Taking yet another win in the eSenior Championship. That's really impressive. So that would be his 6th win out of 7 races. And I think this was the second time Danny got a drive-through and losing. I could be wrong. I have a vague memory that that's the second time that he loses position to Bourne through drive-through. So yeah, drive-through has been served there. And there is Chris Bourne taking the win for Platinum. And here comes Jolt taking a win for Silver. Jolt is now taking his 5th win. So he has won all the races that he has participated in. So we're going to see him in the Platinum for sure. He had 2 races where he couldn't compete before because he was sick. And he's coming back now with a vengeance. As he's coming through here. And there he is. There's Jolt taking the win for Silver, and I'm gonna find Ferreira. Okay, so Ferreira is in there already. Okay, all right. So there we have it. That's the race, guys. I appreciate everyone watching. We're gonna switch over here and do a interview, and that means I need to go into and try and pull everyone into the interview. So see if we can get Chris in here. I'm not sure if we're gonna see Jolt or not. Let's see if I can get up my podium graphic. Oh, that worked. All right, let's hold here just a little bit. I'm not sure we're gonna hear from Ferreira. I'm not sure he's that keen on the language. And let's see, Chris Bourne. Here is Chris Bourne. Chris Bourne takes the win. Hey, Chris.
Very lucky. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was crazy. I completely missed that. Did you pass him or he just went wide or what happened?
I don't think he missed his braking point or wherever he thought, because I think he got a few cut tracks from trying to get around the back markers, it looked like to me. So I think he overextended these track limits and then thought, sod it. But I didn't want to win like that. I'd rather, I was like, if he's close to me, I'm going to let him back through. But he got a drive through at the end.
Yeah, and I think that wasn't the first time he lost the lead like that. Do you remember some other time? I have that in the back of my mind that this is not the first time.
I don't know. I know as we go around a little jump to the left, he kind of went straight on, and I kind of followed him in there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I was like, what do? I was like, do I wait? I was so confused. I didn't want to win like that.
Yeah, so this gives you, I mean, you won all races except for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you P3 polycard.
I'm very fortunate. I'm going to go and buy a lottery ticket for next week.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, we got to shuffle some people up into Platinum that maybe can challenge you once we're done with the season. So I don't see Jolt, unfortunately, to interview. I don't see Ferreira. So I think we leave it at that. Chris?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to Danny for giving me a great battle all season, and Graham and the other guys as well, especially them two.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Danny tonight, and a few incidents during the season as well. So I know he'll come back stronger.
Yeah, very cool. All right, thanks, Chris. I'll catch you later.
For streaming. Cheers, guys. Thanks for all the support, everyone. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, thanks, guys. So congratulations to Mr. Bourne, silver winner, Jolt Kish, and bronze Ferreira. Great race today, and we are going to close the season next Saturday. That's going to be the race at Bathurst as usual. So hope to see you then, and have a good day. And don't miss the race on Monday. I think that Mike Meleski gonna stream it. I'm not sure, but anyway, thanks from eSeniors, and catch you next time.